Hi guys, so this is my analysis update on DXY guys. I'm gonna do a quick recap on DXY just to see my previous analysis. You can see that my previous analysis will it like DXY was a perfect trade. We can see that I think when I was around this area right here and I said there's a possibility for DXY to push up to 38.2% fib level before we start pushing to the downside. And my reason was because of I said that there is this breakup zone right here, then there's a possibility for it to actually come down here to give us a possible retest for us to continue to push to the downside. But as we can see that we tanked down a little bit but came up to around my target, which is my fib retracement level. We came around that area to retrace around that area and continue to tank to the downside, and we can see that we hit exactly my negative 27% fib level, which is 102.999, and we hit around that target. And what happens after that target? We can see that we continue to push to the upside. And if you've watched my analysis as well, I said I'm predicting the XY overall of buy to get to 103.774. So we literally hit our TP for sell, TP for sell, and TP for buy. So that was a really beautiful trade on the XY guys. Hope you guys found the opportunity and used the opportunity as well. So now I'm just going to delete my analysis on the XY and continue to analyze. Just delete this ones right here that are not there anymore. And let's see our next move on the XY. Just as you know, if you've been watching my analysis, that I like to do top-down analysis to see the overall move of the market. Now let's see where we are currently. I'm gonna delete this as well. Okay, let's see. I still think I need the fib right here based on my bigger time frame right here. We can see it's change the to black. So we can see that we currently hit my negative 27% fib level, just like I said, right? Like if you know, like my negative 27% fib level is a reversal zone. So now I'm expecting a prediction of it at least pushing to the downside for a little while. And just like I mentioned in my previous analysis, that we shouldn't forget there is a gap here. So I'm still predicting the XY to at least push to the downside. So this might actually be like the retracement of down move we are expecting, because we've got into like a reversal zone based on my strategy, right? So there's a possibility for us to actually start reversing around that area and pushing to the downside. So now let's see. You can see if I use smaller time frame, I already have this counter trend line. I'm just going to add it to my 4-hour time frame just to see. We can see that we have this counter trend line right here. So but for us to at least get to this level right here, which is 102.670, I will prefer it to at least come down here to break this counter trend line right here. That would be something I want for us to continue to push to the downside. If it's going to push to at least way down to this direction right here, I will want some sort of like in confirmation for us to know that we might get there, right? But like I said, let's remember that we have this counter trend line right here. We have first touch here, we have second touch here, we have third touch here. So I'm still predicting the XY to kind of push to the upside a little bit more. And if you push to the upside, I will want us to at least consider right around here will be our target, right? But we have to take it one step at a time. So based on that, for us to actually push down to fill this gap, just like I mentioned, I want some sort of like a break of counter trend line, right? Break of the counter trend line. I want something like that, break of counter trend line for us to solidify. I want a retest of trend line And also I want like a break of structure. If you see something like that, we should be ready to at least take TP around 102.670. That's what I'm predicting right now. So like I said, as long as we're still above that trend line, I'm predicting some sort of a buy move. So now let's see, let me go to my 4 hour time frame. So we can see on a bigger time frame, this is my 4 hour time frame, we can see that we had this break of structure already. I'm expecting some sort of like a correction for us to push to the upside. So based on that I am still predicting more of like a buy move rather than a sell, right? For me to be comfortable selling on the XY, guys, I will want like a break of structure, just like I mentioned, right, for like the overall. So right now, let's see. So right now, what I will be predicting, right? I think there is some sort of like cost retracing, just because, like I said, we are currently around my negative 27% level, which is a reversal level. I'm predicting some sort of like a short, let's see, a short sell for us to know. Let's change the color of that. Let's see. So I'm gonna draw like a mini fib because I think we might reverse a little bit to the downside, and just is because of the fact that we are currently around a reversal level, right? So I'm predicting that we might actually push to the downside a little bit, right? Because we are around a negative 27% fib level, just like I mentioned. So there's a possibility for us to actually push to the downside. I think I'm going. So let's go to the. So if I see a retracement around this level, right? Because I predict that we might fall a little bit, right? But we know that to draw a Fibonacci level, we need a point A. So I'm predicting this is a point A. This is a possible point B. So this right here will be like the possible be retracement. I'm expecting some sort of a retracement. So I have two instances for us to do. First instance is we might just push up to my 23% fib level, 23.6% fib level, retracing around that area before we just start tanking to the downside, because we can see that there is no sort of like imbalance around this area right here. But if that doesn't work, I'm predicting it to at least push up to my 61.8% fib level. And that is because this is where we have like our big of structure, and we also have like an imbalance to be filled. So there's a possibility for us to actually push down there before we tank to the downside. So those are like the two possibilities that I am looking forward to. So if you're going to push to the downside, certainly this will be my target. Right here will be my target. We can see for it'll be my first TP for sell, and my second TP will be certainly here, and that is if we continue to push to the downside, which is 8, right around that area right here. We can see that that is where we also have our last break of structure as well. So if we continue to push to the downside, when we get to my negative 27% fib level, then there's a possibility that we might push around this area right here. So I'm just going to draw my first scenario. My first scenario will certainly be that let's see. So my first scenario is that we might actually just push up. We might certainly just push up to negative 23% fib level, right? Have some sort of like a retracement around that level before we turn to the downside. That's my first scenario. And my second scenario is we might push up to 61.8% fib level before we push to the downside, right? That's my second one. And I'm just gonna put one arrow right around here just for us to confirm that we might actually get to 61.8% level, and we can see that that aligns with this trend line right here. So I'm just gonna, we can see, let's see, so let's adjust this trend line right here. We can see that that aligns with that trend line right here. So we might possibly just, like I said, possibly just push to the downside here to give us a trend line retest run around here for us to know that we continue, that we might get here before us continue to push to the upside, or we might actually just tank, like I said, then push to the downside. And if we push to the downside, certainly my next target will be around here. So I'm just going to push it a little bit forward, so we have right here, right? But we have to take it one step at a time, guys. And if we see a lot of rejections around this area right here or this area right here to push to the upside, certainly my next target will be round around here, will be my next target, which is 0, let's just say 0.40 will be my next target for buy around here. But like I said, let's see how the markets will react. Round around this area will determine our next move, determine our next move for buy. So that is my quick thoughts on DXY, guys. Let's be watchful of how DXY will react. We can see that I gave different scenarios on how the market might plays out. We just have to be open-minded, and we remember that we don't predict the market, we react to the market. So this is my own analysis and thoughts right now based on this present current price action. If anything changes, I'm just going to modify that and analyze again. So this is my quick thought on the XY, guys. Hope you guys find it helpful and insightful. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And I'll see you in my next analysis, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.